senior correspondent Dana Lewis in London for some analysis. I know you've been listening in there to President Putin. Has anything struck you in what he said so far? And tell us, what will Western governments be looking out for in that speech?
Hi, Maria. You know, so far he's been speaking more than an hour right now, and he's not talked about any of the things that the international community will be looking to that address for him to explain, such as the troop buildup that is now amounting to somewhere close to 120,000 Russian forces on the border with Ukraine, and what is Russia's intent there. Putin hasn't talked about it so far. He hasn't talked about the fact that his main opposition, his political opposition, Alexei Navalny, may be dying in a prison just outside of Moscow, where Putin is speaking now. And what is he going to do to protect him? Because the international community is saying that they will hold Russia accountable. And as we speak, as President Putin speaks at the Kremlin, they are rounding up dozens of people affiliated with Alexei Navalny's anti-corruption movement, including some of the people you mentioned. And Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, again has spoken out saying that Western countries need to reject this mass anti-Russian psychosis amid growing tensions. And those tensions are growing by the day. Now you have the Czech Republic, which has kicked out Russian diplomats, claiming that Russia was involved in possibly an explosion at a munitions factory in 2014. The Czech Republic is asking other European nations to take action against Russia now in solidarity. You have the U.S., which kicked out diplomats last week over the computer hacking in the U.S. and also the retaking of the Crimea. And now you have the U.S. ambassador from Moscow. He is about to fly home. He's not exactly being recalled, but he was kind of nudged out of Russia by the Russians to go home and hold consultations in Washington. I mean, it's getting very, very serious. And Putin seems to be speaking there kind of in the eye of the hurricane, very isolated today.
And, something that, seems very concerning. One media report today said that satellite images showed Russia's expanding Ukraine buildup to an extent greater than it's previously been disclosed. What do you make of the reaction that we've seen to this?
Well, the reaction from the Ukrainians is what's important, because they're on the border and they are extremely nervous, and they believe that Russia has an intention to do some kind of invasion. And, some of those satellite images, Maria, also include the buildup of warplanes now in the Crimea. So in addition to field hospitals, artillery, tanks, armored personnel carriers, the ability, artillery units that could send artillery into Ukraine across the border. Now there's, Sukhoi fighter jets that are being moved into Crimea. This doesn't look like a normal war, a normal, exercise, military exercise, as the Russians have said. So the reaction is one of great concern, because the Russians are not coming clean on what they intend to do there on the border.
All right, thank you so much. For now, Dana Lewis in London, we appreciate your analysis.